Hello everybody and welcome to the AquaDreams Soapbox, the only soapbox that isn't political. Just kidding, it's not political, but it's also not a soapbox. I'm sat in a comfy fucking chair. So as I welcome you into my lovely abode, as you'll see, it's me, and I have long hair-ish now, and also, hello, it's been a little bit. How have you been? How are you? I haven't spoken to you in a while. I've kind of just vanished off the face of the earth, and honestly, I don't mind it like that, really. I've just been getting by, been doing things, I've been doing worky things, doing leatherworky things, doing some CSGO-y things, and ultimately I haven't been streaming, which is where you're most familiar with, because if you weren't from there, holy fuck, what are you doing? Why are you still here? The content hasn't been here forever, but I suppose the first episode will dedicate to talking about what I'm currently doing, what I've done, and just a general overview of what's happened to me over the last year or so, just from January till now. And you know, maybe this will fill your urge to pour out your secrets to me and simp, because you're all simps in the end, and if you're simping for someone, may as well be me. I'm a Hawaiian, but I don't eat Hawaiian pizza. Got standards and violations from the fashion police. Regardless, let's get into the start of the year. Start of the year, we started SAD, the channel where I made videos on a weekly and bi-weekly basis, starting off with Pokemon Indigo League, which was going to run for the entire calendar year, and one a week, so that was 52 episodes. Now, I got to about episode 21 or so, but ultimately the motivation had run dry, and I fucking gave up, because surprisingly enough, Pokemon Indigo League, it's not really a hot prospect, you know? I mean, who could have guessed the first season of Pokemon didn't exactly do too hot? Especially because there's other people who have covered the first season and did it a whole lot better than I did. But it was a good thing to do, and it taught me how to fucking look into the camera. And also just taught me just general editing stuff and putting shit together and having to like make things on a weekly basis and just generally commit to things, which is a big thing because I always thought I had commitment issues. I realized that I just didn't really want to do things for a very extended period of time, and that shows, as the channel has lasted all of about 6 months, and I think it's very dead, saying some very mean things on the old SAD channel. Let me just pull them up. Okay, so the two comments that have been gotten are: make sure to not comment on the video, don't like, subscribe, and never ever hit that notification bello and ignore this stinking bitch. Haha. Which, you know, that made me giggle. And then the next one made me kind of go, ooh, yikes, this may be my fucking first death threat on the internet. Once you get one, you get them all, but this time we got, shut up, you R-word motherfucky. You breath smells like a dick, F-word, bitch, loser, go play in traffic. Now, I know you shouldn't glorify these kinds of comments, but I'm just trying to make Pokemon Indigo League videos, man. What have I done to get these kind of dickhead comments? Who have I wronged? Something quite impressive about how like, it's like handing out death threats like they're fucking candy. It's madness. And it's me. It's crazy. I mean, that made me laugh. I was going to do some form of tweet about it, but I got too lazy to censor all of the slurs. So, you know, that was a lot of fun. I definitely won't take anything bad from the SAD experience, it just wasn't meant to be. And honestly, it was so far out from the original project idea anyways, so there wasn't a plan. And, well, I didn't figure out how to make myself entertaining enough. But like most of my content, it will be seen by very few, but enjoyed by those little few, I hope. Anyways, yeah, that was from about, what, January till 3 months ago? Oh. Well, I gave myself a whole lot more credit than I deserve. What else have I been doing? Well, let's just take a trip down the visual novel lane. Yes, visual novels, the game/media where you just read and click through things. Instead of just being normal visual novels, I, AquaDreams, the asexual ace of YouTube. Yeah, sure, that one's gonna stick by, isn't it? I have been playing adult visual novels. Now, yes, you may say, oh, they're just porn games, man. And it's like, well, yes, yeah, there's not really gonna be any, can't really say they're not. Unless you play half of it with your eyes closed, because you're like, oh, mummy, there's just boobies on my screen. Yeah, that's how I do it. But the way I see it, they're still forms of media, and they're still enjoyable, and, you know, it's just a fucking story. Just turns out that, well, you give someone a pencil and they'll thank you by shaking your dick into their mouth after it's finished. It's a weird world, isn't it? It's very silly and very dumb, but it's been an enjoyable little guilty pleasure, I guess. I suppose to suggest any real good ones I've played, not that people are chomping at the bit to play these from my lukewarm spiel about them, I would suggest Being a Dick, Greek letters, because penis. Because it's a kind of college-y experience type thing. Imagine the kind of American Pie type movies where it's just dumb as fuck, but it's dumb uni type stuff and like the frat boys. I don't know what to say. I don't glorify frat culture. Exactly the best way to run your company, but it's a very enjoyable experience. I'll give it that much. It's nice to actually develop these characters and see where they go. Otherwise, I played a game called WVM, where by the end of where it's currently built up to, you end up with about 13 girlfriends, because you're like, fuck it, let's have an open relationship, and your girlfriend's like, yeah, nah, I only like you, but, you know, you're pretty fucking good, so why not share the love? And you're like, oh, okay, sure, there's no competition, hands up, all above board. And it is a... I'm more than aware of the idea of harems, but I was not expecting to end the bit they made of this game to have like 13 girlfriends. Oh boy. Wow. And I suppose we've had 2 gems and a stinker. The one thing that was very piqued my curiosity in the most bizarre way was a game called Sisterly Lust. Understand that I'm not playing this to tug over this game and glorifying incest. I merely saw this, went, nah, this has got to be like a euphemism, right? Like it's not actually gonna be about fucking your sister. But oh boy, was I incorrect. If I talk about that, it'll be in another video where I break it down a little more and just generally take the piss out of it. Because, you know, when you try find a game, but you just kind of get some small things wrong, and then you're suddenly down some fucking kink taboo haven. Yeah, well, that's the category that Sisterly Lust falls into. Actually, I lied. This video will just be full of me talking about what I've been doing and the side little caveat about me playing adult visual novels. I suppose whatever comes next will come next, and whatever the fuck I talk about, you guys will probably laugh at, if anybody decides to actively watch this thing. But who the fuck knows? Because that is the beast that we're living in. I have been dormant for a very long time, and that's just what to expect. But I thought some people would at least enjoy me sat here talking about whatever the fuck I've been doing, because ultimately I'm a weird prick. I'm some random dickhead, probably on the spectrum, who likes to sit at home and just do whatever the fuck. So I'm weird, and that's more than okay. Thank you for listening to me. This has been the AquaDreams Soapbox, and on the next episode I'm sure we'll talk more bollocks about maybe me, my visual novel exploits, and whatever the fuck else I've been doing. Thank you for watching. I have been AquaDreams. This has been my soapbox, and I